To begin, go to your browser and type in docx.google.com. Next, you'll choose Blank Document. Here, you will begin to type your actual essay. Don't worry about it looking correct on the page, just get your thoughts out and put them down. Once you have everything typed, at the end of your essay you'll hit the Enter key one time. Make sure that it hasn't indented, that your cursor is blinking directly on the left edge of your paper. At this point, hold your Control key and hit Enter one time. This brings you to the top line of the next available page. Type the words Works Cited. It's always WORKS more than one, even if you're only citing one source. Hit Enter once, and here you can begin to enter your information from the sources that you are using in your essay. Make sure you list them alphabetically by the author's last name. For any of the stories that I have given you in class, you will have a citation that's been given to you. Simply copy it and paste it into the essay. For any other sources that you use, the correct way to do it is author's last name, comma, space, author's first name, period, space, quotation marks, title of the article. Be sure to capitalize all words that are longer than 3 letters and the first and last word. End your title with a period and another quotation mark. Hit the space key and type the name of the journal or magazine that it came from. This should be in italics. You can type it first and then change it using the italics button on the document, or you can simply hit Control-I on your keyboard and type it in italics already. After you have the title, hit Control-I again to turn the italics off. Put a comma, and then the volume and issue number. The date, sometimes you'll only have a month and year, sometimes you'll have a season and year. A comma, and then the page numbers, PP, and the page numbers if it's more than one page. A comma, and the link itself. Put a period at the end of your link, a space, and type accessed. Add another space, and put the date that you pulled the article up. End that with a period. If your link comes up like this, where it's blue and actually has a link, simply click it once and choose the Remove Link button. You may not have any live links in your essay. The next thing we want to do is insert our top lines. Come to the beginning of your paper, put your cursor in front of your first word and hit Enter. Then use your mouse or your arrow keys to go back to that top empty line. Here you will put your first name and last name. Don't forget to capitalize your own name, please. Next, you'll put your professor's name. The next line is for the name of the class. And the next line is for the date that you are writing the paper or turning it in. Finally, the next line is where your title goes. Remember to capitalize all words that are longer than 3 letters, plus the first word and the last word. We still have a little bit to do before we make this quite completely right. Remember that you have to indent each of your paragraphs, so if they are not already done so, please go ahead and put your cursor in front of the first word and hit the Tab key on your keyboard. Do this for every paragraph in your essay. If you have skipped lines between paragraphs, make sure and remove those. There are no skipped lines anywhere in the entire essay. Your left side should be aligned and your right side should be jagged. Sometimes your essay will look more like this, where the spacing is varied in the middle and the right side is completely straight, that is incorrect. If your essay looks like this, make sure you select the text that looks like that and choose your Align button and choose Left Aligned. The next thing we need to do is make sure that everything is double spaced in the entire essay. The quickest way to do this is to hit Control-A on your keyboard, which selects all of your text throughout the whole thing, and to come here to your line spacing button. When you click it, there is an option for double, but in order to be extra specially perfect, I want you to hit Custom Spacing, choose 2.0 or just 2, and make sure that paragraph spacing shows 0 on both before and after. Sometimes it likes to add a little space after, and that is incorrect, so make sure that you put 2, 0, and 0 here. All right, we're getting close to done, but we do have a few more steps to make sure that we're absolutely correct. Select your title, come back to your alignment button, and choose Center. The title should be centered. Go to your Works Cited page at the end of your essay and do the same thing with the title there. Next, you will select all of this text that is your final citations. Only the citations, nothing else. You will come to Format, Align and Indent, come over to Indentation Options. Under Special Indent, you will choose Hanging. And in this box, you will put 0.5 because it must be a ½ inch. Hit Apply, and then you have your citations properly formatted. Once again, we're going to hit Control-A so that we select everything in the entire essay. You will come to your font selection here at the top and choose Times New Roman. If you hadn't used it recently, you'll have to scroll down and find it. And on your size button, it should say size 12. Everything in the entire essay should be Times New Roman size 12. Now we are almost done, but we have one more crucial thing that we must do in order to make our paper correct. This is one that messes people up sometimes or gets done incorrectly often, so please pay attention. If you will double click in the top margin of your paper, it opens the header and footer. You need to insert an automatic page number. Don't just type the page number because then it will tell you the same page number on every page. Our cursor is blinking on the left side of our page. We want our page number to be on the right side. So first choose your alignment and choose right. Then come to your Insert menu. Go to Page Elements, Page Numbers, and choose this one that has a 1 and a 2 on both pages. Notice how that's put a 1 here, a 2 on the next page, a 3, and so on. In order to put your name in it, first you have to put the cursor on the other side of the 1. Don't backspace, use your arrow key to go to the other side. Here, you will type your last name and hit the space bar. If you've done it correctly, the cursor will still blink on the left side of the number 1, and the number 1 will be highlighted with gray. This indicates that it's going to put your last name the same on every page, but it will change the page number according to which page it's on. We also have to make this Times New Roman size 12, so make sure you select all of it, including the number 1. Go to your text selector, Times New Roman, size 12. If you double click in the body of the paper, it will come back to the body of the paper and your header will be left alone and will be proper on every page. There are 2 more things that you need to do. One is include your word count. Go to the end of your essay, hit enter, type the words word count and a colon and space, and then you select the text that is the body of your paper. Only the body, not the title, not the beginning lines, not the works cited. Come to the Tools menu, choose word count, and it tells me that my little fake essay is 557 words total, 430 for the part that's important that I've highlighted. So my word count would be 430. I come here, I type 430, and I'm good to go. You want to make sure that you give your essay a title. I prefer that you use your own last name, followed by a hyphen, and then the title that you prefer to give it. When your essay is complete and you're ready to turn it in as a docx file for the purposes of Turnitin in Blackboard, you'll come to your File menu, and don't hit Save, go to Download. Download as Microsoft Word. And depending on your computer settings, it will either open it or ask you where you want to save it. And then you can turn that file in to Turnitin.